I was doing my undergrad degree and I'd done a couple of modules in creative writing, and I just found out that I loved that. I enjoy going to class, I was looking forward to going to class, I was enjoying writing stuff, and then I realised I'd found my passion. I like stories that have a deeper meaning to them. One of my stories I wrote about substance abuse, mental health, struggling to how I think a lot of people while they're doing their degrees struggle with mental health issues and the workload and balancing life, and I told that through the eyes of a girl who met a Kelpie. So it's one of those stories where sometimes you get taken along by the fairy tale, but it has a real underlying message to it. I think it was really important for me to have a platform where fellow disabled creatives could have a space where they can talk about their work and also spread awareness. So with the whole COVID-19 pandemic, I noticed that we have in our society quite ingrained ableism. There was a lot of language being used like, don't worry about COVID-19, it's only the sick and disabled and the old that will die, or it's only the sick and disabled that will get sick, and don't worry if you're healthy. And I felt that we are a marginalised community that could really benefit, especially in the arts, of having our voices and our work pushed forward. And as someone with Crohn's disease as well, I've always found that my Crohn's actually gives me the edge sometimes over other creative writers, because I've been through pain, I've been through hardship, I've been through suffering, I've been through turmoil, emotional turmoil. I can draw upon those experiences to further my creative writing. I thought about a magazine, a blog, something where we're not hidden in the shadows like disabled people have been, we're not overlooked, and it's a way to spread awareness as well. So people can read and learn a bit about diabetes, learn a bit about borderline personality disorder, so these things aren't stigmatised, they aren't taboo, they aren't scary. And with education, with learning, I think that's a way to kind of defeat ableism as well, or to tackle it head on. When I'm with my pals and stuff, I'm comfortable, but I don't actually really like being at the forefront of things. I prefer actually being behind the scenes. So for me, what I wanted to do was write for other people, put them first, put them out there. I sometimes get quite shy and think, oh, I can't do something. And I have to think, no, I need to try, I can do it. Because if I didn't think I could do the Masters, I was too shy. And I'm so glad I pushed myself to apply, because it was the best thing I'd ever done. I loved it. So I pushed myself for this. And definitely with COVID-19 and how I'd seen disabled people being spoken about and treated, and it definitely made me realise that I could make a positive change, and I could use my voice for good, and I could do something. I could use my degree to further a cause that I really believed in. The person reading the magazine, the consumer, can learn a wee bit about disabilities. You're learning about these people's stories, but on top of that, you're actually supporting the Stirling creative scene as well by, maybe buying into that and supporting the local economy. I loved the workshops, they were really informative. I loved collaborating with people. I had the idea and the vision, but he helped me bring it all together and really kind of get all my thoughts and things and push them down to earth and organise them so that it could happen. He was the one that said about getting a graphic designer on board, and we looked at kind of magazines that we liked, and I realised that I liked the whole thing of having illustrations to accompany the feature pieces rather than photographs, so we helped that come about by finding an illustrator we both liked. He looked over my words for me and gave me feedback on them. He actually helped me write feature pieces. I never wrote them before. I wrote a kind of interview style, and then together we worked through it and made it into a feature piece, and then I loved that. He's just, it really helped having a mentor, because it's someone that I could talk to and bounce ideas off of and really learn from too. I felt like, in a sense, I'd kind of opened up a lot of avenues I'd never really thought about going down before. I'm really interested in magazine stuff. I loved doing the feature pieces. I loved having Douglas as a mentor, that was fantastic. I feel like I learned and grew professionally a lot. It's definitely made me, I think, a much more confident person, and made me excited to take on like future challenges.